Hey everyone, welcome back to Discover Globe. Today we're diving into a topic many of you are interested in: getting citizenship in another country. It's a big decision, but it can come with some serious perks. Let's explore 5 countries where you can relatively easily become a citizen.
First up, sunny Portugal. Picture stunning beaches, charming villages, and delicious food. Portugal has about 11 million people and sits on the Iberian Peninsula, next to Spain, with a long coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. Think golden sand beaches, dramatic cliffs, and perfect surfing waves. We're talking Algarve, Nazar, Ericeira. This is where you'll find me catching some rays and maybe even trying to surf south, though I make no promises about my skills. But Portugal isn't just about the coast. Inland, you've got rolling hills covered in vineyards. Portugal is known for its wine, after all, and historic cities like Lisbon and Porto. These cities are packed with stunning architecture, delicious food, and a vibrant culture. And the people, super friendly and welcoming. They've got that laid-back Mediterranean vibe that just makes you want to slow down and enjoy life. Plus, English is widely spoken, especially in the bigger cities, so you'll be able to get by even if you don't speak Portuguese. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but what about the cost of living? Well, here's the good news. Portugal is actually one of the more affordable countries in Western Europe. Of course, prices vary depending on where you live. Lisbon is going to be more expensive than a smaller town, but overall you'll find that your money goes further here. Think about it. You could be sipping espresso in a charming cafe overlooking the ocean for a fraction of what you'd pay in some other European capitals. But let's be real, the cost of living is just one piece of the puzzle. You're also probably wondering about things like healthcare, education, and job opportunities. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, immigration. Now, before you click away thinking this is going to be boring, I promise it's not. This is where things get interesting because we're talking about your ticket to living in Portugal. First things first, Portugal has a pretty welcoming immigration policy, especially if you're from outside the European Union. See, they actually want more people to move there, contribute to the economy, and embrace the Portuguese lifestyle. And honestly, who can blame them? So what are your options? Well, one popular route is the Golden Visa program. Now, this is geared towards wealthy individuals who are willing to make a significant investment in Portugal. We're talking real estate mostly, but it could also be through capital transfers or creating jobs. Now, the Golden Visa is a fast track to residency. Essentially, you're investing in Portugal, and in return, they're giving you the right to live there. Pretty sweet deal, right? But I know what you're thinking, Graham. I'm not a millionaire. And that's totally fine because there are other options available. Another popular choice is the D7 visa, also known as the retirement or passive income visa. This one's for those of you who have a steady stream of income that's not location dependent. Think rental income, pensions, investments, that kind of thing. Basically, you need to prove that you have enough money coming in each month to support yourself without working in Portugal. It's a great option for remote workers, freelancers, or anyone who wants to live that digital nomad life. Now, there's also the entrepreneur visa, which is designed for those of you who want to start a business in Portugal. This one's a bit more involved, as you'll need to present a solid business plan and show that your business will benefit the Portuguese economy. But hey, if you've got an entrepreneurial spirit and you're ready to take the plunge, Portugal might just be the perfect place to launch your dream business. And who knows, maybe I'll be interviewing you about your success story a few years down the line. So you've got your visa, you're living in Portugal, enjoying the sunshine and the pastéis de nata. Life is good. But what if you want to take things a step further? What if you want to become a Portuguese citizen? Well, the good news is Portugal makes it relatively straightforward to transition from resident to citizen. Now, the main requirement is residency. You'll generally need to live in Portugal for at least 5 years before you can apply for citizenship. And listen, I know 5 years might seem like a long time, but trust me, time flies when you're living the good life in Portugal. Plus, during those 5 years, you'll have plenty of time to really immerse yourself in the culture, improve your Portuguese language skills, which is a requirement for citizenship, by the way, and truly become a part of the community. And here's the cool part. Portugal actually allows dual citizenship. That means you don't have to renounce your current citizenship to become Portuguese. You can have your cake and eat it too. This is a huge advantage for a lot of people, as it gives you more flexibility and options in the long run. Now, besides residency and language proficiency, There are a few other requirements you'll need to meet. You'll need to have the clean criminal record, which goes without saying, and you'll also need to pass a citizenship test. This test covers Portuguese history, culture and values, but don't worry, it's not designed to be impossible. With a little bit of studying, you'll be able to ace it. The whole point is to make sure that you have a basic understanding of Portugal and its people. Once you've met all the requirements, you can submit your citizenship application. The process can take some time, but if everything is in order, you'll eventually be invited to a citizenship ceremony where you'll officially become a Portuguese citizen.
Next up, we're hopping over to the stunning island nation of Malta. This little gem is located smack dab in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, just south of Sicily. And let me tell you, it packs a punch when it comes to beauty, history, and yes, even citizenship opportunities. Now, when I say Malta is small, I mean it. We're talking about an archipelago, basically a group of islands, with only 3 main islands inhabited: Malta, Gozo, and Camino. But don't let the size fool you. This place is bursting with charm and character. Think crystal clear turquoise waters, perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and diving. Imagine ancient walled cities perched on cliffs, overlooking the sparkling Mediterranean. Picture charming villages with narrow, winding streets, where you can get lost exploring hidden cafes and shops. Malta's history is just as rich as its landscape. This place has been ruled by everyone from the Phoenicians to the Romans, Arabs, Knights of St. John, French and British, and they've all left their mark on the island's culture and architecture. You'll find prehistoric temples, Baroque churches and fortresses that have stood for centuries, all within a stone's throw of each other. It's like stepping back in time, but with all the modern conveniences you could ask for. And speaking of modern conveniences, Malta has a thriving economy, with a focus on tourism, finance and technology. English is an official language here, alongside Maltese, so communicating is a breeze. Now, let's talk about what you're really here for: Maltese citizenship. Just like Portugal, Malta offers several pathways to citizenship, each with its own set of requirements and benefits. But one thing's for sure: Maltese citizenship is highly sought after, and for good reason. First off, it grants you access to all the perks of being a European Union citizen. We're talking freedom of movement within the EU, access to top-notch healthcare and education, and the right to live, work, and study in any of the 27 member states. That's a pretty sweet deal, right? Now, one of the most popular routes to Maltese citizenship is through its individual investor program, often referred to as the Malta Golden Visa program. This program is designed to attract wealthy individuals and families who are willing to make a significant contribution to the country's economy. We're talking a substantial investment, which includes a non-refundable donation to the government, a property purchase or rental, and an investment in government bonds. It's not cheap, but it's a fast track to citizenship, and you get a pretty amazing passport in return. But hey, I get it. Not everyone has millions lying around to throw at a citizenship by investment program. That's why Malta also offers other options, like the Malta Residence and Visa program. This program is geared towards individuals and families who want to establish residency in Malta and benefit from its favorable tax regime and lifestyle. It requires a smaller investment than the citizenship program and can eventually lead to citizenship after several years of residency. Now, regardless of which program you choose, the process for obtaining Maltese citizenship generally involves a few key steps. You'll need to submit an application along with all the required documentation, proving your identity, source of funds, and clean criminal record. Malta has a very rigorous due diligence process, so they'll be checking everything thoroughly.
So there you have it, a glimpse into 2 amazing countries where you can relatively easily obtain citizenship. Whether you're drawn to Portugal's laid-back lifestyle and golden beaches, or Malta's rich history and Mediterranean charm, both countries offer incredible opportunities for those seeking a change of pace and a European passport. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming explorations of the other 3 countries on our list. See you in the next video.